So in this you have to only swipe the card and you have to put your PIN, children, for plastic money, for connecting transactions. Since it is done through electronic means, it is also called as e-money. So next part I am going to go is functions of money. So what do you mean by functions of money, children? Okay, in this there are different types. The first one is primary or main function. What do you mean by primary and the main function? The important primary function of money are medium of exchange or means of payment. Money is used for selling and buying goods and making corresponding payments. Next is measure of value. The prices of all goods and services are expressed in terms of money only. This makes it easier to determine the value of goods and services with a common unit. The second part you have got, I told you, first is primary, second is secondary function. The important secondary function of money are: the first one, standard of deferred payment. Money eases the future. Okay children, now I am going for secondary function. What is secondary function? The important secondary function of money are standard of deferred payment. Money eases the future transactions too. A borrower is under an obligation to pay a specified sum of money on a specified future date. Similarly, a person now agrees to pay the stated amount of money on a future date, and that money facilitates such future payment. The next is store of value. Since the future value is assured, money has made it possible to save or store wealth for future help in its accumulation. The C1 is transfer of value. The introduction of money has made the exchange of goods to distant places possible. The ease of transferring purchasing power from person to person and place to has expanded trade and commerce. The next part I am going to go is banks. What is banks, children? Banks play a vital role in the development of trade, commerce and other economic activities in a country. The Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949 defined the term banking company as any company which transacts the business of banking in India, and the term banking is defined as accepting for the purpose of lending or investing of deposits of money from the public and repayable on demand or otherwise withdrawal by check, draft, order or otherwise. So about this you have learned already in your banking lesson also, children. In India, the banking system consists of the State Bank of India and 20 public sector commercial banks. 14 nationalized in 1969 and 6 in 1980. Regional Rural Banks was established in 1976, private sector bank, cooperative society and banks that are registered with RBI and regulated by it. The next part I am going to go is importance of bank. Why banks are important? Banks play an important public and make these available for investors, thereby helping the process of capital formation. Banks provide a convenient way of remittance, that is transfer of money through the accounts of the customers. Banks offer higher rates of interest on fixed deposits. They give loans to the borrowers at a lower rate of interest. They also discount the bills of exchange. They lend money to agriculture, industry and service activities for their development. They issue demand draft, credit draft, debit cards. The bank also invests the funds on securities of the government. Next, fourth one I am going to go is Reserve Bank of India. What do you mean by Reserve Bank of India? Reserve Bank of India, RBI, is also called as the Central Bank of India. It was established on 1st April 1935 and nationalized on 1st January 1949. What are the functions of the RBI? First one is monopoly of note issue. Reserve Bank of India has a monopoly of issuing currency notes of 2 and above, namely 5, 10, 20, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 and 2000. 1 rupee is issued and circulated by RBI on behalf of the central government. The second one you have to got is banker to government. The Reserve Bank of India accepts the deposits of central and state government, collect money like taxes and other charges, and also makes payment on behalf of the government. It issues government bonds, treasury bills and also acts as financial advisor to the government. Reserve Bank of India also extends loans, advances to central and state government as and when necessary. So here there are still points, children. I'll continue in the next class. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.